love of my life, can't you see?
And there's so much emotion. Like, this song is dripping with so much emotion. It just makes me want to cry every time I listen to it.
Run, run, lost boy, they say to me. My heart, and now you leave me.
So beautiful how seamless his voice is from his chest voice. It's a very, very light, very easy, relaxed chest voice to then going into his gorgeous falsetto head voice tones. So good. If you want to see an uncut version of this video, check out the link in the description.
Don't know what it means to me.
And so he really keeps everything in that super, super light approach. At no point is he digging in and getting into his mix and going more full out. Now you're going to hear in the live version that it's very different. This was one of the songs that I was absolutely obsessed with when I was trying to learn how to sing, and this is like my main goal song. I remember way back when I tried out for Canadian Idol when such a thing existed, and this was one of the songs that I wanted to be able to audition with, but I remember not being able to quite make it sound the way I wanted to. You know, this is going back to, it's got to be like 2008, 2007, somewhere in there. So I was very early in my singing journey at that point. You know, I'd only been singing for about a year and a half type of thing, and I really was not good enough to sing this song. But this was like my goal, pinnacle type of song. If I could sing this, then I would be there. If you're interested in getting a free lesson with me, please check out the link right here.
Life, don't leave me.
And you hear that nice light flutter of a vibrato. And that was another thing that I envied so much about Freddie Mercury's voice, was his beautiful, gorgeous vibrato. And a lot of students ask me, how did I go about learning vibrato? And how did I develop vibrato in my voice? It's really listening to a lot of Freddie Mercury stuff and trying to get as close to what he's doing in my own voice.
Love of my life, can't you see?
And there's so much emotion. Like, this song is dripping with so much emotion. It just makes me want to cry every time I listen to it.
Take it away from me because you...
Those harmonies are so gorgeous. Just the way that they create in a song that he's not going heavy, he's not singing into his mix. To create that depth into this song with those harmonies is just so beautiful. So there he's in a very connected sound, so that would be like a light mix right there. He's still connected, he's not going to full falsetto, but he's definitely not digging into the full power of his voice at all.
Mind you, how I still love you.
So that's probably the most heavy he's gone into his voice the entire song. And Brian May's beautiful, beautiful guitar solo. And the tone he gets in his guitar, it's amazing. And I love how the guitar rings out and then Freddie gets to play a bit. And now there's an interplay between the piano and the guitar.
Love of my life, love of my life.
And I love how he decrescendos on life. Each time he pulls so far back on that note, he's just letting it kind of like flutter on that one note. Beautiful. Alright, so now let's take a listen to the live version and hear how different it is. And you know which one it is, 1986 at Wembley. So right off the bat, you hear totally different instrumentation, right? Before it was piano introducing us to the song, now we have a 12-string guitar.
You've broken my heart, now you leave me.
Okay, so first and foremost, it's keyed down. So it's not as high as the original. Number two, he's singing much more into his mix. There he's digging into his voice. He's not keeping it nice, light, and relaxed and in that kind of very, very soft mezza voce placement. He's got his voice full out in a very strong, heavy mix. The way, you know, we know him as far as his rock music goes. One of the most iconic scenes in rock history, Freddie interacting with the crowd there. By far, one of the best frontmen that has ever existed. Just incredible. He's the definition of charisma. And I remember listening to these, specifically these high notes that he's singing here and the beautiful vibrato that he has on it. And I always tried to like impersonate as much as I could and imitate it, mimic it, get that sound in my voice. And that was a huge help in me developing my vibrato. Study your favorite singer's vibrato, the one that you really, really enjoy listening to. Try to study their vibrato. The more you do, the closer you're going to get to getting vibrato in your own voice.
You don't know what it means to...
Now, I know his voice cracked there, but I don't know. Something about that, it's not one of those where I know it was purposeful and like he did it for effect, but it still just works. It's almost like when Freddie Mercury did things incorrectly, he did it so well, it doesn't feel like it was wrong.
To remind you I still love you.
And it's almost, if it's possible, there's more emotion in his voice in this performance. You can really hear how every word just means so much to him. Can you imagine a more sparsely instrumented song? Like just super, super sparse, but absolutely gorgeous.
What it means to me.
And specifically for this more heavy, mixed type of approach, I really like how he changed the melody from "You don't know" to "You don't know." I really like how he made that change in this live version where he's going heavier into his voice. It just sounds like it fits. What a performance. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please check out this one. You're gonna like it too.